Black Friday. Love it or hate it, if you speak with English people on a regular basis, you're going to need to talk about it. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you 10 expressions that will help you express yourself in English about Black Friday, or shopping in general. Hello and welcome back. My name's Greg and my advanced English lessons help you express yourself clearly and confident in English and help you understand more easily. If that's what you want, click subscribe and you will get new lessons from me every Friday to improve your pronunciation, grammar and vocabulary. So this video is being published on Black Friday, which was the inspiration for this video. So let's have a look at some expressions that you can use when you're talking to your English-speaking colleagues or friends about the craziest day of the shopping year, Black Friday. Before we start, I am from England. Black Friday is an American tradition, but over the past 10 years, it's really become popular in England and in Spain, where I currently live. So at the end of the video, I want you to write in the comments to tell me which country you live in and tell me, do you have Black Friday in your country? Okay, so Black Friday expression number 1 is rip off. Rip off is a noun and also a phrasal verb. So to rip someone off means to charge them too much for a product or service. So if I'm selling you a pen and I say, this is going to be $100, I'm ripping you off because no pen is worth $100. And you can say, $100 for one pen? That is a rip-off. That's a rip-off. He's ripping you off. Move on. Okay, the second one is also a phrasal verb and it's to splash out. Splash, like the noise you make when you jump into a swimming pool. Out. Splash out. And this means just to spend a lot of money on one item. This might happen on Black Friday because you are in the shopping mood, you have the shopping mentality, and you think, you know what? I'm going to splash out. So I'm going to spend a lot of money on one particular item. Imagine you want a new phone. You don't really want an iPhone because they're so expensive, but you decide to splash out and buy a new iPhone. In other words, this is what I normally spend on something, but I'm going to spend this much today. I'm going to splash out and spend this much. Number 3 is another phrasal verb, and this is dip into. Dip is the action when you take a biscuit and you put it in your coffee. This is dip. So you dip into your savings. Your savings is the money that you have aside, not the money that you spend, the money that you save. They are your savings, and if you don't have enough money in your day-to-day current account and you want to buy something this Black Friday, then maybe you might have to dip into, get your biscuit, dip into your savings. Just take a little bit of money from your savings to buy something. Dip into your savings. You might need to do this if something is incredibly expensive or more than you want to pay. If something is incredibly expensive, we have 2 nice expressions that we can use. You could say that you bought a new television this Black Friday, but it cost a bomb. It cost a bomb means it cost a lot of money. It cost a bomb. Also, you can say that it cost a fortune. It cost a fortune. Both of these expressions mean that it cost a lot of money. You can also say that you paid through the nose for something. You paid through the nose for something. This means that you paid a lot of money for something. Like, hey, wow, Greg, you've got a new television. Yeah, but I paid through the nose for it. I paid a lot of money for it. Okay, time for another phrasal verb. This time, cut back on. Cut back on. So if you cut back on something, it means you consume it less than you usually do. So if you are on a diet, you might decide to cut back on chocolate and crisps. Now, if you want to save money, you might decide to cut back on certain things, like going out for an expensive coffee. You might want to cut back on the coffee shops, or you could cut back on going out. You cut back on a noun or a gerund. Noun, chocolate, gerund, going out. Cut back on things to save money. Okay, the next one is the adjective savvy. If you are savvy, you are intelligent, wise. So we can say that someone is a savvy shopper if they are a wise, experienced shopper. They know what is a good deal. They know if something is too expensive. They know when they are paying through the nose for something. They know if they are being ripped off for something. They know when something is a rip-off. They're savvy. They're a savvy shopper, and they know to find the best deals at the best price. So yes, I used the next expression in that description, and that is the word deals. A deal is a special offer. So let's imagine you find a printer that normally costs $300 and you find it for $100. That's a good deal. It's a good deal. Why do people go shopping on Black Friday? It's crazy. Well, they go because there are tons, hundreds of deals in the shops. And my last expression for you this Black Friday is the word bargain. If you find a deal and it's a really good price, as I said before, you could find a printer that's €300 and you found a deal where you can buy it for 100, you can say, wow, what a bargain. That is an absolute bargain. 100 when it normally costs 300? What a bargain, what a deal. I'm having it, because I'm a savvy shopper. Alright guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. There are another couple of videos there with some more expressions and phrasal verbs for you, which I think you will really like. Remember to subscribe to get lessons every Friday from me. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you there. Or there. Bye for now.